Hey guys, what's going on? Third Shoot Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
Zakk.
We're back here with Star Wars, The Clone Wars. Zakk, you remember what happened last time?
Boss tried to get away with the slave one. The slave one was shot down.
Yeah.
And Boba was kind of having second thoughts about shit because he was kind of had some inner turmoil.
Yeah, because he's just still a kid.
He wanted to avenge his father, but
Yeah.
he didn't want all these other innocent people to suffer.
Yeah, I read a comment that was pretty cool. Like the idea, and we kind of brought this up in the show, but we didn't really go too deep into it. But like the fact that he wants revenge for his father and he's shooting all these people that look like his father. You know what I mean? And the fact that like, hey, I'm not one of you guys. But he is a clone.
He's the unaltered clone.
Yeah, he ages normally and stuff like that. Oh, and we also had that part in the end where Boba gets kind of arrested and taken to presumably child services. He says, I'll never forgive you. And Mace's like, well, you're going to have to.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know if that was the right thing to say, but,
It definitely wasn't.
What can you say to someone who you killed their father? Like,
I know.
Huh?
I know.
Yeah, so just like, that kid wants to kill you and you might do...
Mace is being like a hard-ass prick that's like self-righteous a little bit. You're going to have to. Well, no, you're going to say, I know.
Yeah.
You killed his father. You killed his father.
Yeah.
And he saw it happen.
Yeah.
And you're going to think, well, you're going to have to forgive me. I was doing my job.
Yeah.
Like any good Nazi.
Yeah.
Even though Mace isn't a Nazi.
No.
You see my point.
Yeah. Before we jump in, just remember you can see the full-length version of this at our Patreon, links down below, and up to 2 weeks early access on most of our content. And if you are adverse to Patreon, you can just click that thanks button. It's just a good way to help us out. We really appreciate it. And now we're going to jump in.
Senator.
Duchess, it's good to see you.
Thank you for coming, Padme.
How heavy would that be on your head all day?
Padme in episode 1, they had some pretty extensive...
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are those of us who would still vote to give you any help you require.
The help we need now is opening trade routes so we may get supplies more freely. Forgive me, Padme. I did not bring you here to discuss politics. I had hoped to show you the new Mandalore. I just wanted to greet you myself, before the others.
Weird thing, I guess, for me would be everything's so sterile looking.
Yeah. I don't like
We
it.
are a people of tradition.
If you're in a tradition, it's fucking war. So you're not.
Now I want to see loader droids. I think they're Muns.
They look like they came straight out of fucking
Egypt.
Egyptian history.
Yeah.
Get that stuff unloaded, quickly!
This fucking goat fucks from the original trilogy.
Your arrival isn't listed here on my schedule. So what exactly are you unloading on my dock?
Must be a clerical oversight. I'm sure it won't happen again.
Normally, there would be 5 times as many officers out here. They're off at the parade. Some big shot just arrived on Mandalore. You're lucky.
Luck has nothing to do with it.
It's like Sprite.
What will be done about it?
Mandalore should not need to pay smugglers to feed its people.
It's not that we want to deal with smugglers. We have no alternative. I'm sure you and the Trade Federation make a profit whether our business is legitimate or not.
I resent that.
Ladies and gentlemen, please. Order. Please.
New trade routes are essential to survival, but the black market is no substitute for legitimate and legal trade.
What would you propose, Senator?
The Republic can provide security.
The Republic's own dealings with the black market far surpass Mandalore's.
I agree. It's quite hypocritical of you to come here, a member of the Republic Senate, and lecture to us about corruption.
Mandalore cannot protect its president
the price of
favor of our...
Fucking shit. That look.
We will reconvene and allow cooler heads to prevail.
Pretty good. Shut the fuck up. We're not
Yeah.
talking about it.
This stuff is Slaven, a diluting agent. If we add it, we can make twice as much tea at twice the profit.
Isn't it toxic?
Only if the dosage is wrong.
How do you feel about the Republic's war with the Separatists?
It's so complicated.
That's a good look.
It is.
Neutrality. And not just in the war.
But the
Eating tofu? Oh, square little piece.
That's what I thought. I was thinking of tofu, but
That's,
they don't
on,
have...
that's on the legs.
Yeah, it's probably those fucking...
There's like square things are beside the legs.
Yeah, they do look like tofu. Maybe it's part of their cubist personality, but there's tomatoes there.
Tomorrow you and I shall visit, see true good at work. It will do us good.
We're reaching far across on that table. Ugh. So when George conceived this, and there's a few guys with different colored hair, he thought of the Vikings.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
I have no idea, madam. Dr. Zaz is handling the outbreak. He's inside.
Is it only affecting children? Like the plague of Egypt.
What is happening here?
These children have been poisoned.
How?
We don't know. And it's not just here, I'm afraid. We've gotten reports from across the planet.
Across the fucking planet. Not a state.
Yeah.
A country. A fucking planet.
It's a hell of a thing.
What if it's not a poison? It must be Death Watch.
I'm not so sure. In the past, the Death Watch attacks have only been directed at myself and the administration, not the children.
They are terrorists. Perhaps the Senator's visit has inspired them.
Terrorists? Our minds should be on the sick children that are dying in the streets. What are you going to do to save them?
His concern for the children
Was practically none. All he thinks about is politics.
Like using tragedy for politics.
Hundreds of children have been poisoned.
They are our children, and they need our help. This is a Mandalorian matter, and we must find out who dares poison our children. Thank you. Thank you all.
Reptile bastards look like they're straight out of Dino Cooney.
Yeah, right?
What about the bottled drinks?
Those are not part of the school's menu. They are allowed through an outside vendor. Excuse me, child. I must borrow your drink.
What the fuck, dude?
Push. Push. I was thinking that.
The Raptors.
Yeah. You mean Raptors. I can't believe
This tea contains a high level of slabin.
I didn't know Slabin was lethal.
It usually isn't.
It's like the school's import log has been erased. There's no record of an outside vendor.
Superintendent? Hold it right there!
I'm actually on my way to the hospital. I have to go.
Stop
That's
him!
D. Bradley. That's definitely D. Bradley Baker.
Oh fuck!
Tell me what's going on here, or else my guards will not be as conversational as I am.
Waterboarding.
I needed to cut costs. The school's budget was too low.
The school has received sufficient government funding.
Look, they offered me a great deal. I could keep some money for myself too, but I didn't know that the drinks were poison.
Was Death Watch involved?
Death Watch? I don't know. I dealt with a middleman, an importer.
Tell us where.
Sure, I brought a school official. What's the problem?
What you've done is illegal.
My corporate contracts protect me, Duchess. So I'll play your little game. Look, I'm sorry there are sick children. I truly am.
Those are, aren't they?
Here we are. Shipping schedules from Muga.
Schedule.
You want to know which dock?
No evil intentions.
No, it's just like, I just want to make money.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I'm protected.
Smuggling does not take place on my watch.
And what about when you're not watching?
I'm always watching, Senator.
And were you watching as children were dying? Who was watching then?
Duchess, with all due respect...
No, Captain. If you want my respect, you will arrest these criminals and stop stalling. I command you, open these doors.
Jesus.
Yeah, I like how they're in his keep.
Yeah.
Can't you believe these people? One of them sucked. Oh, dead.
Yeah.
I want you to burn down this warehouse.
Excuse me? But there's evidence...
Burn it down, or I'll consider you a part of this conspiracy, Captain.
You heard her, men. Burn the warehouse.
A little much. Just burn the whole thing.
Extreme.
For him, I would think maybe you're involved.
How does this happen?
I'm sorry, I'm setting up a committee to look into it.
Children nearly died because our government cannot be counted on.
I assure you this will not go unpunished.
The very people conducting this investigation might be corrupt. Perhaps a Jedi working undercover at the Academy could be of service to us, and in more ways than one.
Ahsoka or what?
Well, you're not far off. Corey Burton, which is Cad Bane and Dooku.
Gregory Baldwin.
He sounds familiar.
He's the guy, isn't he the Baldwin that took over for Aka or Iroh?
I think you might be right. Guys, that was our reaction, Zack's reaction, and this is our discussion. Very different. What do you think?
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I liked, I mean, these women are obviously made to be, developed women.
These fucking feminists. No, we're just kidding. I think this is. Yeah, I agree. I think it's good.
It was cool.
Yeah.
And I like some Mandalorian shit. I don't really care. Like I like the badass Mandalorians.
Yeah.
You have the extreme side, which is Django and Boba, and the dude from the Bounty Hunter GameCube video game that Clancy Brown voice acted.
Clancy Brown's been around for a while. He voices a bunch of important people here.
Yeah.
What he will.
He's a great man. He's from Ohio too. Where we're from.
It's even better.
We're from Ohio. That man's from Ohio.
Let it be known.
Ohio.
Guys, sorry, by the way, you might hear my child upstairs, but we'll make this a quick post talk. I really liked it. Season 3, I feel like, obviously it's gradual when you watch it episode by episode, but I feel like I really see the step up in animation here, personally.
Well, yeah. Everything was a lot more fluid. Fluidity is very important in terms of animation.
Yeah.
And...
Well, it's weird when you get to the final season, like the final season that came on not 15, but over a decade after the original finale, they came back and did more, and it just looked insanely better. But they all look the same, like Anakin and Obi-Wan. They still look like, but they look better,
It reminds me of Berserk. There's an old, I think, 90s version, maybe 90s.
Yeah.
I can't remember the date, but
it is, and it's well loved.
An old version of Berserk. Of the manga. It was a manga adaptation to anime.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, I think, short-lived. And then they tried to reboot it.
Yeah.
In the 2000s.
Yeah.
And the animation style is this 3D kind of... It looks good if it was a still image, but when it's moving, it's very rigid.
Yeah, I watched a little bit with you. It was horrifying.
I don't know.
It was good, but yeah,
there's no fluidity to it. It's like frame. You can literally see the frames happening as you're watching it.
Yeah.
And it was hard to watch in that respect.
Yeah. It was one of these stories to where they were thinking they wanted to tell a story in the universe of something that happens in real life. It's not all the bad guys. This isn't Death Watch. No, this is people. This is the government being inadequate. This is the fact that they can't get these trade routes going because of just, obviously, the Separatists versus the Republic. And they have their war going on and does affect other people. And these people are trying to stay neutral, but it's affecting everything. So people are shortcutting, taking bribes. And just like in real life, it hits like the average person. It hits the children.
The innocent.
The innocent.
Or the innocent, or at least the uninvolved.
It wasn't like some crazy, this is secretly this person, or this person in the beginning who gave a weird look. No, it was just like these fucking dudes trying to make some more money.
Yep.
And that guy that the guards took down that they were interrogating kind of towards the end of the episode.
Superintendent, right?
Yeah, he wasn't evil. He didn't know it was going to be poisonous. He just was trying to make some money.
Wanted more money.
Yeah. I don't love these episodes, but they are good. They're entertaining. And because we have a long show, I think it's cool that they tell these type of stories. I mean, there was no Jedi, there was no Sith. There was just some stuff going on.
Yeah.
And
I agree. I think it's great to have that break.
Yeah.
Because there's only Jedi and only the battles with the Sith and shit like that. I think things would get kind of redundant.
And I think it was great to get Padme and Duchess Satine something to do. And it really, I think, made...
It's funny because it's Anakin and Obi-Wan's love interests.
You're right.
Obi-Wan likes boobs.
He apparently.
Anakin
yeah.
likes,
Well, it made me think of
He's a thigh man.
He definitely is. Yeah. You see her in Attack of the Clones,
I know.
Yeah.
The fucking pants, man.
Oh, I know. When I was a little boy.
She was in the pit.
Yeah.
And she showed her running around in those fucking pants. It's like, holy fuck.
When it showed her running around Geonosis in the fucking the Coliseum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. In the pit. Yeah, in the Coliseum.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I thought I did a good job of making Satine look like a strong leader and someone who
Hey, she is principled leader.
Yeah.
She's stuck by her principles.
No, it's admirable.
Like Ralph Fiennes in Bruges.
I haven't seen it.
Well, it's a hell of a movie.
Guys, we don't have anything else. We're out of here. We'll see you the next episode.
All right. Thank you for tuning in. If you stuck it out this long, we really appreciate it. You can hit thank you down below if you really want to support us and keep the cause, but if you don't want to, it's okay. If you're one of those other assholes that wants to like troll us, there's a few of them out there everywhere.
There's a couple.
A few, couple.
But we appreciate the comment from
Twitter, Instagram, we're there.